What I'm going to tell you is a true story. I was in who's here in the 6th grade? Any 5th graders, 6th graders here? 5th grade, that's a 5th. I was either in the 5th or 6th grade. So I was about one of your ages. And my little sister, Michelle, was, I think, in kindergarten. Any kindergartners here? No, okay, well.
Yes.
You're in kindergarten? All right, kindergarten. She was in kindergarten. And my mother, we were going shopping for Christmas. And we're going to go to a place that's long gone, but your parents might remember it. It's called Kmart's. And so we were in this big shopping center where you can buy all kinds of things. It was a very large place. Well, I'm walking along with my mom, and we're shopping for some things. My mother's looking to get a nice new hat for her sister for Christmas, when she suddenly notices that my little sister Michelle isn't there. Where's Michelle? She wasn't, yeah, I don't know. That's my mother. Well, my mother said, we got to find her. Where is she? And we looked, and we looked, and we looked, and we looked, and we won't find her. You know where we found her? Very close. The toy section. But the toy section was right next to the candy section. Kmart's was very good at marketing in that regard. Yes, very good. It was the toys, which was right by the candy. Yeah, that's where she was. And oh, my mother, she was so relieved. But she said, Michelle, you got to stay with us. You got to follow us. If you don't follow us, you're going to get lost. So I imagine if any of you were lost, it wasn't any fun, was it? No. And you got to have someone to show you the right way, right? Well, that's true when you're a child. It's also true when you're an adult. For example, if you're driving along with your folks, it might be that in the car you're driving, a lot of cars have it now, it's called a GPS system. It's very fancy terminology. Basically, they take the phone, they type in the address where they're going, they plug it in, and then the computer in the car gives them directions. You ever heard that? They'll say, turn right at the next light, go 4 more miles, turn left. Who's ever heard that in their cars? All right, very good, very good. Well, I've learned from experience that advice is good advice. Once it told me to go on the Davidson, and I decided not to. I wish I had. I got stuck on so many red lights, it took me forever to get to 8 Mile. Anyway, another story. But they'll tell you all about it later. You're how old are you? About 5, 6 years, some of you will even be driving. Yeah, your 6th graders will be, for sure. Anyway, so everyone needs direction. Well, God gives us direction. Jesus gives us directions in our life. He wants us all to get to heaven, on the road to heaven. And the directions are basically to follow His commandments, to be kind to one another, to be good to one another. And you'll find that if you follow those directions every day of your life, it's not always going to be easy. And sometimes it's kind of hard to be nice. And sometimes it's kind of hard to be generous and kind. But if we're able to persevere in that, God will always lead us straight to heaven. And that's a beautiful thing to know, isn't it?